Hello, inconsistent upload schedule here. You know what's really frustrating about managing a YouTube channel? Making entertaining videos? I mean, maintaining a consistent upload schedule and catching trends while making quality videos and trying to make your channel grow and improving yourself is important too, but for the sake of this video, let's just talk about humor. Now, what is humor? Hello Vsauce, Michael here. Well, my literal 5-second Google research has told me that humor is the tendency or experience to provoke laughter and provide amusement. Which is basically just a smart way of saying that the point of humor is to make people laugh. See, this is the problem with Wikipedia. It's trying to sound way too smart for what it is. And my research has also told me that humor is subjective, which means different types of jokes or humor appeals to different types of people. Now, in this video, I want to go through some of my favorite types of humor and what would be the best quote-unquote strategy to make an entertaining YouTube video. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. So, first of all, probably the most basic form of humor and comedy is, drumroll please, slapstick. Now, I'm pretty sure you all know what I'm talking about, but for those who don't, aka nobody, slapstick is mostly physical violence, exaggerated so it has a comedic effect. This form of humor also derives from the saying that tragedy or misery is the root of all comedy. Now, I don't think that's necessarily true for all humor, unless you consider the pain of hearing a bad pun tragic, but it is the case for this and all of the humor I'm going to talk about. So basically, it's implying that if you take a tragic situation, for example, getting hit by an anvil, you can change it into comedy. In this case, you could over-exaggerate the impact so much that would make it look comedic. Also, does anybody remember Tom and Jerry? That was a really good cartoon. Really liked it, actually. Alright, so next up we've got self-deprecation. Yay! This type of humor is really popular on YouTube and is somewhat of the lowest form of YouTube humor. Now, I do like this type of humor, I do it all the time, but I do have some problems. The main problem I have is how it most of the time is used on YouTube, as it's used as somewhat of a safe space for content creators. They act like laughing at doing bad things makes said bad things okay, which is not true. It's like saying that if you rob a bank but joke about it, it's totally okay. See where I'm coming from? But nonetheless, if it's used sparingly and at the right times, it can be actually funny and entertaining. Now, for the final one, pranks. This kind of humor is very popular on YouTube as well. However, the YouTube scene has completely destroyed and twisted the meaning of pranks. Also, notice how my video about humor turned into a rant about YouTube. So anyway, a prank is supposed to, and I quote, be a practical joke or mischievous act. Notice the joke part of that definition. Now, an actual prank would be, for example, what the James Veitch did. If you want to watch the full video, just look up James Veitch ducks. I won't go into the full details here, but basically he was living in a flat with other people and basically filled the entire bathroom with tons of ducks. Now this is a prank. Notice how this prank doesn't involve assault. Now a quote-unquote YouTube prank would be what Logan and Jake Paul did to the Martinez twins, for example. They tasered them to wake them up, hit them, and even moved them and their mattresses to the middle of the road with actual cars driving there. Notice that these examples involve assault, bullying, and general evil acts. Like the last one literally seems what a murderer would do in a horror movie to torture someone. Now this needs to stop, because countless times and times again the word prank has been twisted into borderline torture. That was a really funny voice I did. I'm gonna leave that in actually. Oh wait, this is on. Yeah, it's on. Now the Martinez twins have left Team 10, but I won't go into detail of that right now. If you want to know more, I suggest that you watch Kuwait's video on the subject. It's gonna be in the link down below. He really explains the topic very well, and I really like his channel. You should go subscribe to him right now, and maybe tell him that I sent you, and that I really like his videos. Now, with that said, actual pranks are still really funny. So now that we have learned the definition of some types of humor, how do you, dear viewers, and maybe me, make an entertaining YouTube video? The obvious solution would be incorporating all kinds of humor, right? Well, no. Why, you ask? Let me show you. Now, as you already know, humor is subjective, so not all people laugh and are entertained by the same humor and jokes. So it would be obvious to put in all types of jokes. But, for example, wouldn't it be really awkward and weird if I just popped in and did a Jake Paul prank like and then just went back to what I was doing? Yeah, it would be really weird and distracting from the point. Which is why that isn't really a great solution. So, what to do to make a video entertaining? I would say have around 3 types of jokes that fit with your video style and just do that. If people won't like your jokes, they won't watch. If they will like them, they will know that you make jokes they enjoy and will watch and consider you as a reliable source for said entertainment. I also apologize for the lack of videos and anything I did wrong or said incorrectly, as I was in London for the past week and I am writing this the literal next day while I came back home at midnight. But with that done, I'll see you all about a year later in my next video. Goodbye.